Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Kevin Thornton.
And I'm Mark Johnson. Welcome to Sports Rapp. Another edition here. Probably the biggest news of the week is the Blazers getting knocked out of the playoffs in the first round. That's kind of the topic tonight, but the question of the week has to deal a little bit with that. With the 4 or 5 seasons that Adelman's been the coach, he's gotten them very close to a championship. Once against Detroit and once against the Bulls. And 2 years ago, getting knocked out in the conference finals by the Lakers. This year, they're out in the first round. There looks to be a lot of major changes this year, Kev. One is a given. Kevin Duckworthless is gone. I call him Duckworthless, as Kevin does. He's gone. Actually, there's no real safe position on the team unless you're Rod Strickland, probably Mario Elie, and probably Cliff Robinson, even though he had a bad series.
And maybe Mark Bryant.
Mark Bryant, no. Mark played really well in the playoffs. What 4 games? I think they'll probably keep those 4. The rest of them, nobody's really safe other than those real 4 players. I mean, not even Clyde Drexler's safe.
No, Clyde Drexler. I've been talking to a few people. It seems that they feel that Clyde Drexler's pretty much
history.
Yeah. Oh, feedback.
Yeah,
I love it.
But along those lines, the question of the week this week is: should the Blazers replace Rick Adelman? Yes, he's a good coach. He's gotten them to the championship 2 out of the last 3 years. Excuse me, 2 out of the last 4 years. And he's done a good job there, but he hasn't gotten us a championship. He hasn't gotten us what Portland really wants and what Portland should have. Portland should have 2 championships right now. They should have beaten Detroit. Even though they didn't have the experience that Detroit had, they had the players. They should have beaten them. And they should have beaten the Bulls last year. I really believe that. I think the Blazers should have beaten the Bulls. There was no reason that they shouldn't have, except Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and the rest of the Bulls team. But should the Blazers replace Rick Adelman? That's the question of the week. We will be taking phone calls throughout the next hour. The number is 397-5886, the same as it always has been, same as it probably always will be.
And remember, just one line, so if you get a busy signal, keep calling.
All right. Hey, we got a phone call already. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I don't think they should get rid of Rick Adelman.
Okay.
Because I think he does a good job of handling the players. He's really good with handling the players. Mike Schuler, you remember Mike Schuler, he was just, he just didn't handle the players well, and I think Rick Adelman does a real good job of that. He's real personal with them, and, he can only drop the plays, and I think he drops up the plays well. It's just, the players have to execute them, and Portland just didn't do that last night throughout the whole season.
Okay, that's true as well, but I also believe that Friday night's game, Jerome Kersey was playing a very good game throughout the entire game. When they get into overtime, he's nowhere to be found. He's on the bench. I'm sorry, but you don't bench a guy who's been your go-to guy the whole night. Between him and Mark Bryant, the Blazers, they were keeping the Blazers alive. And they took Kersey out for the whole overtime, and it really didn't make any sense to me. So when the caller says that the Coach Adelman handles the players really well, I think that's a perfect example of not handling the players well.
Yeah, the fact that Adelman's a whiner.
Well,
which goes along. Yeah, which goes along with coaching, though.
Yeah.
But Adelman's been there.
You want to get a fair shake, though.
Right. Adelman's been there, to the championship now with the Blazers twice, and now in the playoffs here this year, and it seems like every time they get into the playoffs they choke. And I don't know if it seems like they're pretty much the same players and the same coach. Maybe it's the coach, not the players.
Well, who do you think the Blazers should get rid of? Who do you think they should move?
Well, obviously Duckworth. Duck's gone. That's a given right there. He hasn't produced the last 2 years. His attitude is not very good. He's whined about the minutes he does get. The minutes he does get, he doesn't produce.
Then who do you think they should acquire or try to acquire, and who should they acquire? Who should they trade for? Who should they use for bait? And who should they try to get, do you think?
Well, I think you're going to find that Jerome Kersey there's probably a good chance Kersey will leave too. I think Portland has to look towards the future, and even though Duck is still a young man, he just doesn't fit into the scheme of things around the Portland Trail Blazers. They're a running team. He's not a running player. Kersey had that injury this year. He's probably won't be back to full strength for the rest of his career. I mean, when we talked to Kermit Washington, he got that back injury his first year in the season. He lasted almost 9 seasons. But you know, that's a rare occurrence when you can go 9 years with a back injury. I mean, look at Larry Bird. He got the back injury and he was only there for a couple more years.
Yeah, well, I just hope for the best next year. Maybe the Blazers will win it next year. You never know.
Well, they're going to make some good trades during the offseason, I think.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks for calling.
Good night.
The Blazers in the past have made some pretty dumb moves, but they've also been known to make some very good acquisitions in the offseason. Rod Strickland, Mario Elie, very good choices last year. If Mario Elie could have got some more playing time in the playoffs, I think it would have helped a lot. Rod Strickland, again, a good acquisition. He's produced when he had to. Tracy Murray, Reggie Smith, Joe Wolf. Joe Wolf was even a good acquisition. Right. A lot of players were critical of what Joe Wolf was going to do, but I was reading the Oregonian today, and they thought that they did an evaluation of each of the 12 players on the team, and they said, keep Joe Wolf. He's an excellent 12th man on your bench. He doesn't complain about being the 12th man on the bench. When he gets some minutes, he goes in there and makes the most of them, and he does his job and he keeps his mouth shut, and that's what they need.
Right.
The Blazers are an emotional team, but you just cannot get that emotional with the referees and expect to get away with it. And that's
only Charles Barkley can do it.
Well, Michael Jordan can do it. Patrick Ewing can do it. David Robinson could probably do it. There's a lot of good players. Clyde can do it and get away with it for the most part. He's starting to achieve that status to where he can do that. But there's only a handful of players that can get away with it. The caller asked who do I think they should acquire and who should they use as trade bait. I think one, you use obviously Kevin Duckworth as trade bait. Although I don't know.
I don't know. The question is if you trade Kevin Duckworth, who's going to take him? Who do you think anybody would meet his salary requirement?
He's getting paid $2 million a year, but I think somebody like an expansion team who hasn't, maybe not Orlando. I mean, can you imagine Orlando with Shaq and Duckworth?
Yeah, especially if Duckworth took off a little bit of weight, and Duckworth can really bust loose when he wants to.
Oh yeah,
he's a little overweight, like me. If he were to drop, like take Oliver Miller. Phoenix Suns made the big difference in the Phoenix Suns game tonight. That guy come in, everybody was complaining about him. Nobody wanted him. He come in, he dropped 40 pounds with the help of Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, his role model. And tonight made the winning difference in the Phoenix Suns game. Scoring 6 or 7 points in overtime. To virtually win the game for Phoenix Suns.
Oh, he really did.
He was a really dominating force, and
he made the difference.
And if Kevin Duckworth would do that, drop some weight, and I think he could be, another Oliver Miller.
Oh, definitely.
It's hard to be seen. It's left to be seen, though.
I think you're right. I think he's still got a chance. I don't think they'll trade him before training camp. I think they'll probably evaluate how he comes into training camp if he decides to lose the weight and get rid of that attitude. They'll probably give him the summer to, they're probably letting him know that, hey, this could be...
You're top of the trade list
You're top of the trade list right now. You better do something to change that. You need to drop some weight and lose the attitude if you want to stay here on this team. And I know he likes playing for Portland. If he just dropped the attitude and quit complaining about the minutes he gets and the fact that he's not starting because he's not playing well. And it's like Rick Adelman said, the reason you're not out there starting is because the guy that's starting in front of you has proved that he deserves to be the starter.
That's right.
You haven't proven that you deserve to be out there starting. So we'll see.
There was a time when Kevin Duckworth was a starter and actually proved himself. And back, here a year ago, even 2 years ago, Kevin Duckworth was a force to be reckoned with.
Oh,
I mean, he was really dominant, But now I don't know what it is. I don't know if he wants to be traded, if he wants to get away from the Portland Trail Blazers, or what it is. Yeah. But But something needs to be done with it, and that's for sure.
Yeah, I think he'll be evaluated over the summer and first day of training camp. They'll probably take a look at him and how he, they'll look at him probably throughout training camp.
Or they could do away with him before training camp. I mean, they could be doing away with him right now for all as we know.
Yeah, that's a possibility. 397-5886 is the number to call if you want to talk Blazers or NBA playoffs. How about those Charlotte Hornets? They're into the second round. They're playing the New York Knicks, and they played them very tough today. Yeah. They lost, but they played them very tough. I think they can probably get a win there in New York in Game 2. Go back to Charlotte, and who knows what can happen in Charlotte. They're a really tough team at home.
Cleveland over
Cleveland took
New
Jersey Nets, and
to win that.
They'll get to play the Chicago Bulls. Aren't they lucky?
I don't know. I'd like to see them just sweep Chicago Bulls, but I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think it'll happen.
I think Chicago will beat them. But if Charlotte was to beat New York and go up against Chicago Bulls, that would be the match of the century. The massive underdogs against the two-time NBA champions.
Okay, Kev, we got a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, I had a comment about the question of the week. I don't think they should get rid of Rick Adelman because he's brought him this far.
Okay, well that's not the question. Sure, he's brought him this far, but he hasn't put them over the top. They need a coach that can put them over the top and win in the championship.
Try some better players.
Well, but they've tried that. I mean, they've tried trading players. They traded Danny Ainge away. Well, they didn't actually trade him. They let him get away.
He went away.
They made some really bad moves in the last few years with players, and I think it's time for a new coach, some new blood in there that can get them over the top. Is caller still there? Nope.
Obviously not.
Obviously not. Caller hung up. So that's 2 votes for not replacing Adelman, but I don't know. I think something needs to be done on this Blazer organization. I think Paul Allen is going to have a big part of it.
Right.
In the say. I mean, he owns the team.
Let's change the subject here for a minute. What about Portland Winterhawks?
The Winterhawks.
They go up against
tied at 3.
Yeah, they go up against Swift Current. I think it is tonight or tomorrow night.
I think tomorrow night or Tuesday night or something like that. In Swift Current for Game 7. So we'll see what happens with that. The winner of that goes on to play the Eastern Conference champs. This is the Western Conference. So, to go on for the Memorial Cup. So we'll see what happens with them. Later on tonight, before the end of the show, Kevin and I are going to have a little shooting contest here. Mono here.
Good old basketball.
We got
a basketball hoop set up over here.
We'll get a shot of that, and we're going to do like Bob Costas and Pat Riley did a year ago on.
Let's see if I can do this.
Oh, he's going to get a practice shot. Oh, you suck. No.
Nothing but air.
NBA, nothing but air.
Right.
Nothing but. Mine will be nothing but net, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, right.
We'll doctor the tape. we might have to. Anyway, 397-5886 is the number to call. We're talking NBA playoffs. We're talking Portland Winterhawks. We're talking should Portland replace Rick Adelman. Or we'll talk about whatever you want to talk. If you want to talk baseball, we'll talk baseball. If you want to talk football, I don't care. We'll talk about football. Upcoming season coming up in September or October, somewhere around there.
Right.
I'm not really into talking football, but if people want to call in and talk football, we'll talk football.
Well, why don't we got a break. Why don't we go ahead and take a couple shots here with our thing. I'll let you go first. We'll take 3 or 4 shots during the hour, see who comes out on top at the end. Of course, it's going to be me.
Right. The big basketball stud that you are, Kev.
Oh, and he misses.
Misses the first one. That's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
All right.
You're a little closer, so.
Yeah, I got the advantage here.
You got the advantage, but.
Here we go. Oh!
He's got the advantage, and he still misses.
We'll go till somebody makes it here.
Ooh,
misses.
Getting close, getting close. Hey. Dang camera people anyway.
All right, this is going to be the winning shot right here. Oh!
I don't think
Neither one of us making it?
Yeah, this one's going down. Nope.
All right.
Somebody's got to make one here soon.
Well, this is not going well.
Oh, that's
Now I have to get down and get the dang thing here.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to make this a little more fair, beans. I'm down and out of my chair. I'm going to come over here by Mark.
Hey, that's
he
a good
gets to shoot
idea.
the first one. We'll make this a
Oh
little more
my
fair.
Lord, we got a phone call, Ken. We better take the phone call real quick. Go ahead, caller. Hello. Is the caller there? Going once, going twice.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. You there? Hello?
Are we...
Okay.
Please stand by. We're experiencing technical
We're experiencing
difficulties. I've always wanted to say that.
Isn't that cool?
Actually, the one I've always wanted to say is, this has been a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters in your area,
In cooperation with state and federal authorities, have developed
federal, state, and local authorities have devised this plan to keep you informed in the event of an actual emergency.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I don't think they should get rid of Adelman at all. It's so easy for people to jump off the wagon when a team isn't doing so good. You got to realize with the injuries and the competitiveness in the league, that the Blazers did pretty well for winning 51 games, with Drexler being out 30 and Jerome being out 15 games.
Yeah, well, that's true, but I think you have to look a little towards the future too. And I don't know if Rick can get him over the top at all.
Well, people seem to forget about the competitiveness in the league. I mean, San Antonio's a great team. They played well at home, and you got so many other teams that are doing so much better than they used to be. It's so easy to jump on the coach when the team doesn't do so well.
Yeah. But I think you always have to strive to improve your team, and I think that's why.
And you said earlier about the Blazers made a bad move in losing Danny Ainge. Well, geez, Danny Ainge isn't comparable to Rod Strickland whatsoever. Rod Strickland's probably the second best point guard in the league.
Well, I won't dispute that, but I also think that, I mean, if you look at what Ainge has done for Phoenix, he's given them a boost too.
What has Ainge done for Phoenix?
He's given them a boost when they needed it.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think Ainge had anything to do with the Phoenix just went into overtime with the 8th seed in the league. They barely got out of that series.
Well,
Ainge
Danny
didn't
Ainge-
do nothing for that.
Danny Ainge sure definitely didn't have anything to do with tonight's game.
A few free throws and stuff.
Yeah.
Stretch.
As far as the Blazers are concerned, you got Drexler, who's played so long all year. He went to the Olympics. He played all through the playoffs last year. This team just needs a good rest. I agree with you with losing Duckworth.
Yeah.
You know, but as far as changing the team, I wouldn't change them much at all. The Blazers are going to be there again next year. They're real athletic, and you can't get rid of a coach that's been the best coach we ever had.
Well, that's true. But,
Thank you.
all right, thanks for calling. So 3 votes for not replacing Adelman. So people are faithful, you know.
People like him.
Well, that's true. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I like that. Oh, that's cool. Can you get it to go up into the hoop?
Watch this. Here we go. Move it up.
See if you can get it to go into the hoop. We got to move it. No, we can't do it.
All right.
Oh,
Jeez.
well. We're having fun anyway. 397.
That's God up there messing with that.
That's right. Don't get his hopes up. Jeez.
Hey, what about
Also-
during the... No, go ahead.
Also, we've got a minute while the phones aren't ringing. I'm sure they'll ring as soon as I do this. So, coming up on the 22nd of this month, I think Kevin and I are probably involved in this both.
Yeah, we are. We will be.
Saturday,
Go
May
ahead.
22nd at the Saint Helens Golf Course, we've got a golf tournament sponsored by the Saint Helens and Scappoose Chamber of Commerce and West One Bank. That should be a fun one. Kevin and I will be involved with that. We're gonna.
Hey, we will take the cameras out there and videotape it too, and show you highlights. Won't we?
JJ will.
JJ will.
Right.
Hey, we got a phone call. Go ahead, caller. There he is.
The Macho Man.
Back again, yeah.
All right. How's it going, Macho Man?
Okay,
Turn the volume up.
been kind of busy lately, not much time for anything, but I always got time for you guys.
All right. Well, how's the wrestling career lately?
Well, it's kind of been more commentating than wrestling, you know. It's not been a big thing, but it's been all right, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like commentating. It's a lot,
Well,
it's
it's
a lot
all right.
safer. I think it's a lot safer than wrestling.
Well, yeah, I like to be a little more active, though, you know what I'm saying?
know.
Well, hey, all you got to do is start throwing chairs at the fans from up there in the announcer's booth, you know.
Well, you don't watch wrestling very much, or you'd know that I'm right there, right next to the ring, yeah.
So
I don't watch wrestling at all.
So throw a chair right into the ring then.
Well, Yeah, well, they might come out. It's not a good thing. Don't want to get thrown out, lose my job, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's one way to get more action, though.
Yeah, true. Spice things up a bit. Oh, by the way,
Yes, sir.
season's over for the Blazers. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Rub it in, why don't you?
Rubby. Yeah.
That's okay. They'll get him next year.
Well, not too sure about that.
We're gonna acquire Shaquille O'Neal during the off season.
Right.
That
We're going
would
to trade
be
Rick
wild.
Adelman for him.
Now we're gonna trade Rick Adelman and Kevin Duckworth for Shaquille O'Neal.
No coach.
And Michael
okay.
Jordan.
Heck, we'll let Clyde coach the team.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, you know?
I don't think so. I think Clyde could do a great job.
Not too bad idea, Yeah.
All right. So what else is happening with you, Macho Man?
Not too much.
Not
Been
too
around town, you know. Saw you the other day, Mark Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Spotted
you didn't see me, but I saw you.
Oh, I saw you. I talked to you.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Just down here, down the hall here.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure of it.
Might have. Yeah.
Could be.
This guy is surprised you recognize me.
Yeah, one of my camera people saw you too.
Cool. All right.
Dana, camera person number 1 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing her kind of short, not too tall.
That's an understatement. Get it? Understatement.
Right.
Yeah, how's she seen in the camera?
We have it at a special height just for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually, she's standing on stilts right now.
Yeah. You know, you should make some improvements in that desk. Talked to you about it before. Why isn't there any more color in it?
We might fix that later on down the road, but
Later on.
Got rid of the plan, I noticed.
Actually,
it's down there. We just
It's
don't have it
down
up here.
Bummer.
Bummer. Yeah, I know.
Well, the little basketball's a nice addition.
What's that?
The little
I
basketball
like
on the
that.
desk is a nice addition.
Yeah. Well,
did you get to see our basketball hoop up here?
Yeah, saw it a while ago.
Yeah.
Not too good at shots, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that great, but we'll get there.
Who is that?
That is the 8.5 by 11, 92-93 upper deck of Larry Bird,
Larry Bird.
the Birdman.
Mark, why don't you
Yeah.
let me autograph that?
I don't think so, Kev.
Hey, is that worth something or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
There's-
Gonna
this
be a rich little Marky Mark.
oh
Yeah.
yes. These are individually numbered. This is number 705 out of 2,500. There's only 2,500 of these out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
The Magic Man.
Changed it. Yeah.
All right. That looks better. I've always wanted to be on a basketball card.
I'm scared. Put it back.
No kidding.
Hey. You know, you can be replaced.
Actually, it almost looked like he was putting your head up for the shot.
Maybe that's what was happening. I don't know. Anyway, that's my newest little acquisition there.
Nice.
Acquisition, is that the new word of the day, Mark?
The word for today.
I've noticed you've used it about 4 times
Yeah.
now. Acquisition.
The word for today is acquisition.
Welcome to my neighborhood. Yeah.
Can you say acquisition, boys and girls?
Acquisition, boys and girls. Uh-huh.
Very good. I knew you could. Anyway, so do you think Portland should replace Rick Adelman?
It doesn't matter to me. They're out of the playoffs, and I don't care. Uh-huh.
Mark,
No definite yes or no there, Mark?
Well, kind of in between.
how about we'll put it down as a don't care? That'll work.
Works for me.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about, Macho?
Not too much, no. Just wanted to voice my opinion. Yeah.
Good. We like to hear that. We like to
All
hear that.
right.
We're good at voicing people's opinions. That's why we have the live call-in.
That's right.
You should be privileged. I mean, I call your show more than I call the Home Shopping Club.
I don't want to know how often you call the Home Shopping Club. But
Yeah, like those.
Well, you know, he's got to buy those
900
Macho
numbers, too.
Man blow-up dolls they got.
Little
Don't buy
macho.
those.
Punching bags?
What about the Macho Man action figures?
I got all of them.
You got all of them. Huh?
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find any at Toys R Us the other day.
Oh, you're looking for them, huh?
Well, you know.
Yeah.
You're thinking of getting one and putting it right up here.
Killer, like it, yeah.
When are you going to come on the show, Macho Man?
Don't know. Not too much time on my hands. Might one of these days, not too sure.
Okay. Well, we'll get you on one of these days.
All right, yeah.
Maybe have you shoot a couple baskets with us.
I don't know about that. Might squish the basketball. Not too sure. Don't know my own strength.
That's true.
Like that?
See, you can squish it and it comes right back.
Hey, you know, I can even palm this ball. See?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think you impressed the Macho Man.
I
Kev.
hope so.
Well, quite the big hands you've got there, Kevin.
Well, Mark's got bigger hands, you know.
All right, squeeze it.
It's the Energizer Bunny. No!
I think you're having
I like the
delusions.
Energizer Bunny.
You would.
I would. I do.
I hate that little rabbit.
He just pops up at the weirdest place. I mean, that guy's done it all. He's bungee jumped, skydived, he's scuba dived. Hey, he's done more than... Hey, if anybody out there thinks that Mark should go skydiving with me this summer, call in, voice your opinion. I'm trying to talk...
Skydiving, yeah.
I'm trying to talk Mark into going skydiving with me here. He's pretty much afraid.
Oh, I've got better things to do with my time. Like live. Thank
Like
you very
sit
much.
down and commentate a show.
Right.
All right,
Hey, a chicken in the
yeah.
background there?
Not into living dangerously.
No,
I am.
I'm just into living, thank you. The dangerously I could do without.
All right, Kevin, go for it, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
I am going to go skydiving.
You bungee jump too?
No, I don't think I'm going to bungee jump. I'm not that dangerous.
Well, skydiving and bungee jumping, not too much difference there. You're just a little closer to the ground.
Yeah,
That
but when I fall, I want to go completely down. I don't want to have to sit there and bounce up and down 6 or 7 times and then have that... shut up, Dana.
All right, Dana, yeah. Macho Man salutes you,
Yeah, you did too.
Anyway, I don't know. I suppose we ought to get a few more calls before we go off the air, Macho.
Could do that for you. Could do that.
Alrighty.
All
Hey, it's
right.
great talking to you again, Macho.
I'll talk to you later,
Hey,
Mark.
hey, Macho Man, maybe you can get a few of your wrestling friends to give us a call one of these days.
I'll try to get them on. Don't know if I can get them all, but I'll try.
We'd like to hear from Jake the Snake Roberts.
Nah, I haven't been in touch with him.
Huh?
Well, you know, whoever you can get, you know, Ric Flair, I don't know,
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect. There we go.
Care for Ric Flair. Mr. Perfect's a close personal friend of mine, though.
All right,
see-
well,
see
have
if
him
you-
call. What about Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan, haven't seen him too much lately,
Huh?
We'll get some of them.
Well, we'll try,
Okay.
Maybe get a few of them down here on our show or something.
There we go.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Take care,
thanks a lot
Macho
for
Man.
calling, Macho.
Yeah.
All righty. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, big fan of our show. He wants his pen back, I think.
Yeah, and I want my basketball too.
Basketball's down there. Anyway.
That's what happens when people make comments to me. I
That's
throw
right.
things.
That's right,
You're
man.
lucky I didn't throw my bottle of pop at you.
Well, we don't want to mess on the camera.
Was it your shot?
I think it
We're going
was.
to take a couple more shots here. See who can hit this. And he misses.
Close. It was close. It was close. It was close.
Now you're going to have to move over there.
Yeah, whatever.
We need our
We need our
ball
ball.
back.
We're having a ball here.
All right. Here comes the winning shot right here.
Right on, sure.
Oh,
Sure.
well, so maybe I'm not that good. Neither is Mark. All right. Oh, Dana, give it up.
Yeah.
All right, where'd my
Yeah.
ball go here? All right. This is going to be the shot to make history.
Right.
So I can spin that thing. No, I can't. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
We need a bigger hoop there or something.
Sure, Kev. There it is.
Yeah.
The winning shot.
Yeah, but I get one more
Oh,
shot.
that's right. He gets one more shot to try and tie. If he misses, it's all over.
Oh. Well, you know, the series isn't over here. We'll take a few more shots until we
Okay.
get another phone call or something.
Mark leads. Mark 1. Kevin zilch.
Hey, can I pull a Shaquille O'Neal and rip the basket down?
Huh? Oh, that's right. I know how to get phone calls.
Give me that.
It's my shot.
Well, take a shot. Oh, damn, he
That's
makes
Mark
another one.
2. Anyway, while we got slow time here, minute or so, whatever we want to call it, we need volunteers. And I know this is going to get phone calls. Because
Right.
people are going to call and want to volunteer. That's what it is. And I'm
Yep, see, right there. We got a phone call.
Hey, go ahead, new volunteer.
This is to Kevin.
What?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Are you going to film the skydiving?
I don't know. I would like to. Problem with that is, see, in order for somebody to film me, Mark here would have to go in with one of those helmet cams and follow me down. But yeah, I'd like to.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
Yeah, I'd like to videotape it. Have somebody from the ground videotape it or something.
Watch this big spot coming out of this guy.
Go splat.
Are you still there, caller?
Yes.
Splat.
Please don't pay any attention to my bald-headed co-host here.
Your co-host.
Yeah, my co-host. This is now my show. Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You still
who
can't
is
make
this
it.
Still
really?
can't make it. This guy sucks.
Hey, any other questions or comments?
Can't think of any.
Okay, what about Rick Adelman? Do you think the Blazers ought to replace him?
No.
No? Why not?
Because in the past few years that he's brought him so far that this year was like an off year, and I think next year it'll be a lot better if they get a little bit better players and stuff.
Okay.
Do you know who this is, Mark?
I think so.
Probably. I figured it out. What about trades? You think they ought to trade, get rid of Duckworth and maybe Clyde Drexler?
No, keep those two. Get rid of a few of the others.
Like who?
Some of the bench people.
Some of the bench people, like Mark Bryant, maybe.
Yeah.
Mark Bryant. You don't think that? What about Duckworth? Duckworth is a bench person.
Yeah, Duckworth's a bench player now.
He's a bench warmer, I should say.
He's like the 13th guy on a 12-man team.
Right.
Essentially.
You don't think they ought to get rid
We're
of?
ripping on Kevin Duckworth tonight.
Right.
Usually I'm not a Duck basher, but in this case I'll make an exception. So.
Hey, we'll bash anybody if we get paid enough.
Yeah, but I'm not getting paid enough. How much are they paying you?
Well, I'm not telling you.
I want a little talk with the director. around
JJ
here,
signs my
thinking
check.
that- Yeah. Right.
Are you still there, caller?
Yes.
Is everybody around here getting paid more than me?
Yeah.
Figures.
Well, you're just a volunteer.
But I'm the sports director,
So that don't mean nothing.
and I'm the producer and
Any-
creator of this show.
Any more comments or questions or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you like the desk?
Do I like the desk?
Yeah.
Maybe if you tack down that one side.
Oh yeah, we've got to do that during the.
I mean, when Mark leans on it, that corner pops up like that.
Yeah, watch your pop there, dude.
By the way,
was.
didn't you forget something today?
Who?
Like your floor director?
You forgot our floor director. You're a deep doggy do.
I'm sorry.
I thought you said she couldn't make it.
I didn't say that. She said that.
I did not.
Somebody's in deep doggy doo-doo here, and it ain't me.
Yeah, I told Mark to call you.
Oh, this is a lie. This is a big lie.
Am I in trouble?
Yes.
Very much so.
Am I gonna hear about this like tomorrow morning or something?
Oh
Yes,
no, in
all
about
the way to
25
school
minutes.
and all the way back.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think I'm getting sick tomorrow.
sick him.
Still can't make it. I'm not having a good night.
Let's see. Our new question of the week is: Will Kevin Thornton ever make a basket from 3 feet away?
No.
All right, we got 1-0.
What are you evidently sewing about?
Hmm?
Oh, I was talking to Dana.
Uh-oh. They're conspiring against us.
I know.
Do you think that higher authority will cancel our show?
Yeah, if he knows what's good for his car, he won't.
That's right. There we go. Yeah, right on.
Hey, JJ, Mark's the one that did that to your car.
Oh,
last
yeah,
week.
right.
One
Don't.
week. I didn't.
Oh. Check it out.
How do you like? Hey,
Ooh.
put it back.
Put it
I
back
like
that
that.
way.
I like
Put
the
it
other one.
Put it back. Oh, we lost her. Put that back.
Am I in trouble?
Yes.
I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I would say so.
397-5886.
Now, wait a minute. Back to my plea for volunteers. We've done a really good job of improving in the past year, almost the year. It's been almost a year since we became CCTV. We've become nonprofit, and I feel that we've grown tremendously in that time. And we have another phone call. And go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh, just kicking back, relaxing,
Having a beer.
having a beer. No.
Having a cold one, huh?
Yeah.
If we drank, we'd do that.
Yeah. But we don't drink.
Why not?
Don't drink and drive.
Oh, I wouldn't drink and drive, I'd just drink.
Nah, I don't know. I just don't like the taste of beer.
Oh.
It just doesn't excite me, you know?
Why?
Not like the hard stuff, you know.
Yeah. So what were the questions again?
Big question of the night is, should the Blazers replace Rick Adelman?
Oh, boy. We were talking to people about that today. They said they should, but I don't know. Look where they got us, though. I mean, the last 3 years.
Well, he got us there, but he just didn't get us what we want, and that's a championship.
Well, give him time.
Yeah, we've given him almost 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually four.
It'd be nice to see a new coach, but then they'd have to start from scrap again. So
Well,
I kind of agree and I kind of don't.
I think they're going to have to start from scratch anyway, because they're going to probably get rid of about 3 of their key players.
It'd be stupid to get rid of Drexler.
Why?
Maybe, maybe not. It all
Well,
depends.
the reason why he's not doing so well now is because
because-
he's injured. But if he comes back next year and he's all healed, then he'll be fine.
Yeah, but do you think he's going to be completely healed? Somebody once told me that once you tear your hamstring, there's a possibility that you will never recover from it. Once you tear a hamstring, I mean, you've got scar tissue down there that can rip just like that. I mean, would you want to take the chance?
I would, because I like Clyde.
Well, I do too.
Everybody likes
We all
Clyde.
like Clyde. We all want to be like Clyde.
I mean, but what would you say if, like, we got rid of him and then he did like Michael Jordan? You know, I'm not.
Well, if Jordan was injured
Okay.
and couldn't play, you get rid of him. If he couldn't play to 100%.
Yeah, if he.
I'm sure Chicago wouldn't get rid of him if he couldn't play 100%, because look at him, though. I don't like Jordan. Jordan's
No, I'm not a
dork.
Jordan fan. And I'll tell you the reason I'm not a Jordan fan. 2 reasons. 1, Portland had a chance to draft him, but I think they should have. 2, the fact that he said he didn't want to be drafted by Portland because he doesn't like Portland. I don't like him. He's arrogant, and I don't like the man.
Well, the only reason why he said that was because they beat us.
Well, yeah.
Beat us pretty bad, too.
Yeah, but I don't, as good a player as Michael Jordan is, I just don't think he would fit in on this team.
Yeah, he's too much of a self-player. He's not a team
Well,
player.
and that's why they didn't, they expected to win championships their his second year in the league, because he was just so awesome, But they did like Portland did. They relied on one man, and that was Clyde. Portland relies on Clyde. As your
Well, not
go-to
much
guy.
anymore. I mean,
Not so much anymore, but when he first came into the league, first couple of years, probably the first 4 or 5 years of his career, they did.
right.
And that was a mistake. They needed to start building a team around him his first year in the league. They should have just started, drop everything else and start building your team around Clyde, because that would have been the way to go, and I think you'd see probably 2 or 3 championship banners hanging in the rafters of the Memorial Coliseum right now if you would have started building a team around him to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, you can't really go back in time and find that out, but I think they would have had a more of a legitimate shot doing it that way.
Yeah.
Now he's getting towards the end of his career, where he's only going to have maybe 2-3 more seasons. Well, let's see, 93, 94, 95, or 94, 95, and 95, 96. So yeah, three seasons left on his contract. I think he'll finish it out in Portland. I really do. I think he's going to finish his career in Portland. I think he wants to finish his career in Portland. I think Duckworth is out of here.
Oh, bummer.
Oh yeah, right.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah. Of question is, who's out there that you can get to replace him? Spud Webb, maybe?
Good question.
Just about any guy in the league can replace him.
Hold on, I got another phone call, okay?
Okay. What? Mr. Potato Head. What's that? Huh?
Well, instead of tying up our phone line, why don't we drop him and go to somebody else? Can't be tying up our phone line.
Well, this will give us a chance to ask and beg and plead for volunteers again.
Be a chance for me to go for this 2-pointer.
You're down
Bound and
2-0.
determined.
God, 3 feet away and you can't even hit.
I never claimed to be a basketball player.
Well, we never claimed you were either. We're back to the phone call.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I don't know. It's just Drexler. He's like most of the team captain on our team, but of course there's Jerome Kersey who's coming in pretty strong, and Terry Porter. I think last year what the big problem was when Blazers got rid of Ainge. That was really bad.
That was not a real good move, but it's like a previous caller said, they feel Rod Hey, Kevin got a shot.
Hey, Kevin just made one.
Rod Strickland is probably the number 2 point guard in the league.
Yeah.
So, maybe it was for the better. Ainge really, he hasn't really produced real heavily for the Phoenix Suns this year, so.
No, but he's the one that kept us in the playoffs, and I'm not saying that he's better than Strickland, but maybe he could have kept us around in the playoffs, but we just kind of played like a bunch of dog crap during the playoffs.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. We should have won game 1. We ended up winning game 2. We had to, though. We couldn't have gone.
Should have won the last game.
Yeah, it should have been 4 games with the Blazers on top, at the most. But as it turns out, it's the other way around. We'd like to wish the San Antonio Spurs lots of luck against the Phoenix Suns, because they're really going to need it. Now, I talked to my brother. I have a brother in Mesa, Arizona, and I talked to him Friday night after the Blazers lost, and he seems to think that the Suns can sweep San Antonio. That's going to be a tough one to do. That's a 4-game sweep on a team that's as good as San Antonio.
I think they'll do it. I don't know. It's going to be real tough.
Yeah,
but
it'll be a good matchup.
I think
that sucked when Los Angeles won or lost tonight.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
They tried though, man. They tried real hard.
So
that would have been awesome if they would have sweeped them though.
Is Westfall a prophet or what? He said after that second loss, he says we're going to win Tuesday night. We got another game Thursday night. We're going to win that one. He says we're going to come back Sunday, win the series, and everybody's going to talk about what a great series it was. Boom. That's what happened.
He got lucky.
Yeah, but there was one shot in there.
It's like my brother says. They will most likely be the champions this year, and they're going to go out and they're going to prove that the 63-19 record is not a fluke. And I have to agree with him now. Now that Portland's out of it, I think you're going to see that Phoenix is going to take it
Go Phoenix, yeah, because I hope it's them and Chicago in the finals, and Chicago gets swept. I just don't like Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not a big Chicago fan. But
I'm not a Chicago fan at all.
I'd like to see Charlotte beat Chicago.
Exactly, I'd like to see Charlotte in the finals.
Oh, that'd be
I don't think it'll happen, but I like to see it.
I don't know, the way Alonzo Mourning's been playing lately.
Yeah.
Mourning and Larry Johnson and Kendall Gill and Muggsy Bogues, and they got Tony Bennett, not the singer, the basketball player. He's a white boy too. They got a lot of good players on their team, and their average age of the team members of the Charlotte Hornets is 26.
Right.
That's a young team, and they're good, they're quick, they're strong.
They'll be good in the future.
Huh?
They'll be really good in the future.
Yeah. They keep.
Well, just like Orlando Magic, they're going to be great.
Orlando will be there next year. Orlando and Charlotte will probably be your 2 expansion teams that'll be in the playoffs next year. I think Orlando can only get better.
What about Minnesota, though?
Minnesota,
Give them about 10 years.
No place to go but up if they start building a team around Christian Laettner.
Yeah.
That's where they're going to have to go. They're going to have to decide who their key player is going to be that they're going to build their team around. And if that just happens to be Christian Laettner, then they need to develop talent that can play with the likes of a Christian Laettner. And he is a very good player. I had a chance to watch him in action that last game they played here. And he's a good player. He had an off night. I think he had around 20 points, somewhere around there. But he had an off night defensively. He had a lot of struggles against Portland, and Portland ended up winning that game quite handily by 15 or 20 points. It was just pretty much a blowout. They stayed close for most of the game, but Portland just took it to them in the end. And
Now, what do you think, the Blazers? Do you think they should get rid of Mark Bryant? I think Mark Bryant's really improved over the last few years.
oh, I definitely. I think they should keep him. Keep Bryant and Robinson, Strickland, Ellie. Keep Tracy Murray. Maybe Reggie Smith. I don't know. Reggie didn't get a whole lot of playing time this year, so it's kind of difficult to make a yes or no judgment on Reggie.
Yeah, but if you keep Murray, you have to watch out because he might do something in those motel rooms again.
What's that?
So if you keep Murray and Kersey, they might be doing something in those motel rooms again with those young 17-year-old girls.
Yeah, I
Be
think
down at the mall.
I think they've learned their lesson on that. I think the team probably reprimanded them pretty well for that. I don't think they got out of there as easy as a lot of people think.
I think they did.
I don't know. I just don't think it was publicized by the Blazers, but I think the Blazers may have reprimanded them pretty
I'd make
bad.
him sleep in the room with the coach. Keep him out of trouble.
I think they ought to build special hotel rooms for like teams like that, like NBA teams, to where you can fit the whole team and the coaching staff in the same room to make sure nothing goes on like that. Make it like the presidential suite, you know? Just clear out everything else.
I can just see what would happen.
Bunch of 7-foot-long beds, you know. Make sure nobody gets in trouble. Either that or they just have a... Nah, no.
They just have a big party and the coaches are join in.
Big old party.
Right.
Hey, what the heck? Include the coaches too.
I
Huh?
can't think of the exact word we're looking for, but
Just as long as they bring women for them too, huh?
Right, you know. They can bring their wives if they want, you know. Otherwise, just go with the local stuff, you know.
if they can do that, why don't they just put their motel room down at the mall?
Yeah, let them sleep at the mall.
The
What
mall
heck?
motel.
Build motels that look like malls.
The no-tell motel mall.
No-tell motel mall.
The reason I ask about Mark Bryant, because when that last caller called in, they said they should get rid of him. I
I
don't
don't
know.
buy that. I think he played probably better than anyone in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He was a solid player throughout the 4 games that we actually got to play.
Yep.
But I think he and Jerome Kersey are probably the two guys that saved our butts probably in game 2, because Cliff was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, Cliff.
It's like their mind wasn't in the right
different
spot at the
story.
right
I was watching one of the Portland playoff games or watching the NBA on NBC one night.
On that
And they
other
were-
station.
The other Station X,
Right.
and they were talking about how they. I'm trying to remember how they worded it. It was something like the imposter that has taken over for Cliff Robinson. You know, there's an imposter in his uniform. You know,
There must have
an
been.
evil twin or something. You
There
know,
must have
because
been.
He is just the poorest shooter in the league.
Oh, he couldn't make any of his free throws.
He couldn't make anything.
Couldn't hit anything, off the jump or anything. He's just really, really bad. They should have pulled him out of the game, sent him to the locker room, gave him a lollipop or something.
But game 4, he showed up pretty well. Game 3, he played some good defensive, had some good defensive plays. In game 4, he came through with some good shots here and there, but for the most part, he just pretty much stunk it up for us in the playoffs this year.
Basically.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Do you have any more questions?
No, that's about it.
Well, we were gonna. One of them was, did we think Kevin was going to make a shot from 3 feet out? But he already did. So, oh my
another
Lord,
one.
he's made 2.
I have faith in him. I know he can do
He
it.
just made a second one. He's tied with me now.
Uh-oh, look out.
Look out, the man's
Look
got.
out, Lucky.
He's got the hot hand. I'm going to give it a shot now. I've got 2 right now.
Yeah, but you're farther back than him, too.
Well,
I
I'm
know.
going to slide back there here in a minute.
Ooh, air ball.
Oh, nothing but air. Where to go?
It's like the
to-
airball that,
I was trying for that soft shot. You know.
All right.
I love that desk, though.
Give me that.
I love it too. I think it's great. It makes us look so much more professional,
It
doesn't
needs
it?
to be hot pink, though.
Needs to be hot pink. I don't know about that.
You mean like Mark's underwear?
Just because I washed him with the red clothes.
All right, here we go.
How do you know what color his underwear are?
Uh-oh.
There it
He's
is.
taking the lead. He's taking the lead. He's taking the lead.
Mark, how's that other guy know what color your underwear are?
I have no idea. I don't
Dana told me.
Oh, Dana.
No, well, they aren't pink yet.
Ooh.
Oh, bummer
Actually, I
deal.
think they're yellow.
I can't believe. Only in the front. No,
All right,
they're brown in the back.
I got the lead
That's
now,
how,
don't I?
That's how I can. Yeah, that's how I can tell which way to put them on. Jeez,
There's
man,
another
it's
one.
getting hot. I'm
Gosh
gonna have to
dang, why
stand
don't
up.
you sign up for the Blazers? You probably could have shot better than they did.
He's better than Kevin Duckworth. Well, now that I'm standing up, I should be able to make something. Nope.
Oh man,
I'm
Mark.
gonna sit down again.
Sit down, you were closer.
Move over. Stud.
I
Show you
know.
how it's done.
Oh, he's going for 3.
Oh, barely.
Uncle Cliffy there. Ooh, close. I'm pulling an Uncle Cliffy here, guys.
What, missing all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should I pull a Shaquille O'Neal?
No.
I want to dunk it. I want to dunk it.
Break the
No.
backboard. How much does he get fined for every time that he breaks the backboard?
I don't know.
I think he gets a $10,000 bonus. All
Probably.
And we'll have to pay $1,000 for the rim or
right,
something?
one more shot and we'll.
One more shot for each of us. Hey, I got a chance. I got to get a chance to catch up here.
Oh! Not quite.
I know what it is. Damn things are.
That's
What?
why, because the blood is not
What?
flowing down to your hand.
All right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh,
This
he's going
isn't
off the
gonna help.
muscles. Look out.
Ooh.
Oh man, see? All right, one more.
Give me.
No, my shot. My shot.
I'll let Dana shoot for me. Not.
All right, here we go.
Why, she might make him.
Down here.
Back off. Back off.
You,
Man, it's getting bad.
yeah, this is getting bad.
All right, come on, Mark. You got to tie it up.
Tie it up and send it into overtime.
Tie it up so we can go into overtime.
Ooh.
And he can't do it.
Give me that again. I got
He choked.
No, it's my shot.
No, I got to get.
Oh,
a
you're
chance.
gonna shoot until you do tie it, right?
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
have
my
to.
shot. Move over.
I have to, man. I have to shoot until I.
Well, hey, you guys have a nice night. I have to get going.
All right.
right.
Hey, you have a good evening, man.
Watch this one. This one's for you.
Okay.
See?
Oh,
I tried, man. I came real close.
hey, that's all right.
Not
Mark's going to
close
pull down
enough,
that
though.
plant behind.
And he can't even dunk it.
I got caught up with my cord here.
Mark, you knocked that plant over behind you.
Who cares? No.
Oh, you know who you're shooting like now?
Here's a hook.
Magic Johnson.
That's him.
That is me. I am magic.
There's a bad
No,
shot.
you're shooting like it.
Hey, it's my turn. Give me that.
Get your own
give me that.
ball.
Give me that. Give me that.
Get your own
Hey, I
ball.
bought half of it. Hey, okay.
Not yet. You
Look
haven't.
what I've got. Okay, this
You
one's
guys make
mine.
so much money, why don't you guys buy 2 of them?
That's an idea. We might have to put one over here for Kevin
Yeah.
to shoot at.
It's my turn.
Well, hey, see you later.
All right,
Alrighty.
take care, man.
Man, there's
All right, that's enough. Let's sit down. Get one more shot, Mark. Tie it up. Okay, there it's tied.
okay. I get 2 for that one, right?
Now at the end of the
Okay. At the
show,
very end
we'll,
of the show,
we'll have a shootout.
we'll go out here to where we're not restricted.
Yeah. Hey, we got a phone call. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I think they ought to get rid of Adelman.
Okay.
All right.
The reason
Well,
being, in that fourth quarter, Kersey brought him all the way back.
Yep.
Never played the rest of the game.
Yep. No overtime.
And another comment about Danny Ainge. They had a guy on the bench that should have played from the beginning of the year, and Tracy Murray.
Yep.
Another coaching flaw as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
So they had the tools to win if they had had proper leadership, and they didn't have it.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I agree. I think maybe it's time to start switching the lineup around a little bit. Get a new center. What we got? Just
8 minutes.
8 minutes to go. Okay. That's
8
cool.
minutes to go.
With about 2 minutes to go, we'll go out here. We'll shoot our.
About 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes.
It's going to take. I don't know, maybe we should start now.
Oh, 2 minutes to
2
go.
minutes to go? All right, let's go out.
Okay,
And, we're going to take off our mics here.
We'll take off the microphones.
Go out here and have a massive shoot off.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear us, folks, but
Here, bring your microphone around.
you'll definitely be able to see us. That's for sure.
Okay, can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. Mark, you get the first shot. Score's tied, 3-3. No starting at the top of the key there, Mark.
This light might be in my way. We'll find out here in a minute.
Let's. Oh man, damn! Almost took out my pop
We
there.
have a timeout on the court here. Maybe
Timeout.
we'll
Mark has to take a timeout. What are we doing?
Huh? I just had to move that out of the way so we wouldn't
All
knock
right.
it over. Kevin steps up to the line.
Now, first person that makes it wins, right?
Well, yeah, but the other guy gets a last shot at it to tie.
Oh. that should've
And he
went.
chokes.
It should have went. You know it should
Okay,
have.
trade me place.
All right. Mark Johnson steps up to the line. He looks. He aims.
Nothing but net. Nothing but net. Mark.
All right.
Down.
I got one chance to tie it up here. Let's see.
Willie choke. Willie choke.
I didn't do that on the
I know.
field.
I know.
And he
Oh,
chokes.
he chokes.
And it's over.
Oops. Okay. The Shack Attack is back.
Give me my mic.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this baby up here. I want to thank my crew.
Mark, nobody can hear you because you don't have your microphone on.
I got a microphone on. This is Mark Johnson along with Kevin Thornton. I want to thank my crew, Dana Olson, Ty Rowe, JJ Wright, Ted Gross, and I'm not sure if Rick Miller made it up. Rick Miller is here also. He's helping out with the phones and stuff.
Also like to thank
Appreciate
Mark
it.
Johnson for coming down here and being on my show.
Give it a rest. I'd like to thank Kevin Thornton for coming down and being on my show, because it says Sports Rap with Mark Johnson. But he
Which
is a
is
good
soon to be
co-host.
changed, right, JJ?
Right, sure. Anyway, we just want to remind everybody, please do not drink and drive.
And just say no.
Party season is coming up here this summer. Summer's fast approaching. The summer
Right.
weather is here.
You know, a lot of
Please
you
do not
guys.
drink and drive. And with that, we're going to say good night.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody.